I said, don't look at it like a problem. Problems present opportunities. Guess what that made? It made an opportunity for us to be on time now. You know? So I think we're going to run with that right there. I see everybody in the chat. Who we got in there this morning? We got Demonetized. We got Mark Dorfman. Good morning. I see we also got Liberty and Justice up in the building. Of course, we got my sister, Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Let us know when you get your gift, Rebecca. Also, we pray that you have a fantastic appointment with your doctors. Amen. Yes, you guys, we got to check the audio. That's good audio right there. See, we got everything going on over here. Everybody's good up in the chat. It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Trump, Utah County approves $1 million for Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk case. That's right, you guys. He's also got a lawyer too. So we're about to get it in right now. Woo! I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. It's time to start the show. Hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. Wind it up. Do, 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 do. Wind it up. Do, 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 do. Wind it up. Do, do, do. And that's right. We got to open those pores up, you guys. It is 6 o'clock in the morning right now. We are on time from now on. This is what we do normally at 6:02. But no, the watch decided to go on time. So that's what we're going to do. Also, can't just keep on singing the same Prince songs and y'all think that I don't got nothing else in the kitty. You hear me? Okay, hold on a minute. Y'all keep on going now. Keep on going because we ain't there yet. It's Sunday. Y'all was kind of light yesterday getting up in here. I saw that. It was only like 94 or something like that. I want people to keep on getting there. And guess what? Y'all ready? Hey, look me over. Tell me, do you like what you see? That's right. I said, hey, now I ain't got no money. But honey, I'm rich on personality. Yeah, come on, y'all. Hey, check it all out. Better look now before it seems too late. What? Before the night is through, you will see my point of view. Even if I have to scream and shout, cause baby, I'm a star. Dun, dun, dun. Might not know it now, but baby, you'll try all night. Dun, 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 I don't wanna stop. Sing it till I reach the top. What? We are the stars. Hey, check it all out. You better look now. Y'all don't think I know that one right there, right? Y'all ain't think I knew that one, right? Huh? Stop playing with your boy. Y'all know what it is, huh? It's Purple Sunday. If pump that beat. Purple Sunday the 28th. That's right, y'all. 2025. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that and that, where we be talking about this and that and that and this and this and that. Just got me lit. That's right. Prince, Purple Rain. What's that, number 7? Number 6? Baby, I'm a star. Might not know it now, but baby, you'll try harder. I said, I don't want to stop. Sing it till I hit the top. We are gotta stop. That used to be my joint right there. When I was watching Purple Man, I used to be out there like this. Look me over. That was my joint right there, y'all. Who we got up in the building this morning? We got my brother Casey up in the building. We also got Peaceful. Love that suit. Thank you so much. Love you too, Peaceful, for being here with a fantastic comment like that. Thank you for the inspiration. Who else we got up in here? We got Luigi says, what's up, Casey? Who we got? Also, we got Mark Dorfman up in the building. We got Liberty and Justice up in the building. And of course, you know, we got to shout out all of our gloves, everybody that's all of our mods up in the building as well. And we can't forget my sis, Rebecca Lanyen Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Again, Rebecca, let us know when you get your gift. We got to talk to you about that and let you know. Hopefully everything goes great with your appointment and you get a clean bill of health and everything goes right from here on out. We pray that in Jesus' name, amen. Yes, but guess what we got to do, guys? I got a full clip and I got 5 on it. Yes, I still got 5 on it, even though it's Sunday morning, because I'm going to stack 5 videos and you guys are going to let me know by staying on point in the comments. And like I always tell you guys, y'all could have went anywhere, but the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. Like I said, do your boy a favor, hit that like button early to let people know that we're already here and we're already stacked up and ready to go. I'm not going to waste no more of your time because the intro is kind of energizing and it's got a lot going to it. So guess what I'm going to do? Let's get into these titles. Let's go, you guys. Let's go. What do I have here? Trump. That's right, Trump. Utah County approves $1 million for Tyler Robinson, Charlie Kirk case. You can't fit so much there, so you got to break it down. What do we mean by that? What we mean is Utah has to put up a certain amount of lump sum of monetary in order to be able to proceed with the case against Tyler Robinson, right? So that's what they've done, and that's what we're talking about. Let's keep on moving forward. What else do we have here? We've got a New York deli accused of selling cannabis with high doses of that THC. That's right, you guys. They got these things that look like Butterfingers, but they're not Butterfingers. They're Butterfingers. They've also got, instead of Reese's, yeah, I'm not even going to say that word because I might get in trouble when the spinning ball starts happening. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep on moving forward to this last one that we have in the title here, which is the House Democrats finally continue to release more of the Jeffrey Epstein files. You see them right there, Ghislaine Maxwell, as well as Jeffrey Epstein. As you guys know, we've been getting information in dribs and drabs and drabs and dribs. If anything, you guys know that we've probably supplied more information than they have. But guess what? We got a little more dribs of the drabs, and we're going to get into it. And without any further ado, like I said, I got 5 on it this Sunday morning, this purple Sunday morning, and I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning too. Like I said, you guys, let's get into it because we got some information right now coming directly from the president, right in the Oval Office, where he's speaking about signing a memorandum, also speaking about various topics. Let's get into it, you guys. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. It's early. It's early now. It's about 6:03. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's go. 6:08, 6:06. Let's go.
Turkey and their very respected president and spent time with, and we want to have peace in that region. So we had some very good talks. As you know, I had President Erdogan here, Turkey.
Good morning,
and
everybody.
We had a great
Good
meeting
morning.
today. I think we had a meeting that was very conclusive in so many different things that we wanted, things that he wanted, and that was good. We'll be announcing that sometime later, and he'll be making an announcement too. But we had a great meeting with Turkey and their very respected president, and spent time. We had lunch, and we had a lot of good discussions. So those 2 things, and we have some executive orders today to sign that are very important for the country. And we'll start off with one that's a proclamation. And
yes, sir.
Want to do that, Will?
Yes, sir. So today is Gold Star Mothers and Families Day. This is an annual proclamation. This is to commemorate the fallen, those who have died for all of our freedoms and for our country. and for their families who have suffered such grievous losses. But this is a proclamation commemorating Gold Star mothers and Gold Star families.
Yep, and they're great people, incredible people, what they've had to go through. Very few people could have gone through this kind of thing. Gold Star. Okay, thank you very much. I'll put it over here, Steve.
I wanted you guys.
Next, sir, we have an executive order on TikTok. From the first days of your administration, you've charged a team from your administration, led by Vice President Vance, with ensuring that we can preserve TikTok as a platform for the 170 million Americans who use it, while ensuring that their data is properly protected as required by law. With this executive order, you will be effectively bringing into effect the agreement that will save TikTok and ensure that it can operate safely and securely.
So this is interesting because I had a very good talk with President Xi, a lot of respect for him. Hopefully he has a lot of respect for me too. And we talked about TikTok and other things, but we talked about TikTok and he gave us the go ahead. You know, it's run by American investors and American companies, great ones, great investors, the biggest. You don't get bigger, I don't imagine. And maybe I'll have JD. JD was very much involved and in charge of it. And maybe I'll have you say a few words about the deal.
It also has to get by Congress, you guys. That TikTok deal, even though he's got that executive order right there, you guys do know that Congress has to pass this. I think, I'm not sure, but you know what? I think they have to pass that. And also, we find out that the way that they're trying to sell TikTok is through ByteDance, and it's a license, which is one way that Congress has already said you can't do it that way. There can't be no third party, no way that the regime can have any parts of TikTok if it's going to still have anything to do with the United States of America. We're going to keep on moving forward, but I am also going to stay on top of that story because I also know the underlines of that, and it's very important to everybody. Let's stay in Washington right now because we've got Sean Duffy, who announces the new CDL changes that will be effective immediately. Also, action against California. You guys know about all of the crashes and things that we've been having going on with these 18-wheelers and these large trucks. Well, you know, right now, the Secretary of Transportation has a few words to talk about when it comes down to that.
We're here to talk about, I think, a critical issue, important issue in regard to the safety of our roadways. Because we have a government system designed to keep American families on the road safe, but that system has been compromised. I'm talking about non-domiciled commercial driver's licenses that are issued across the country. So in plain English, this is a license to operate a massive 80,000-pound truck that's being issued to foreign drivers who are not U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents. The process for issuing these licenses is absolutely 100% broken. It has become a threat to public safety, and it is a national emergency that requires action right now.
We're going to be here for a while.
This isn't fear-mongering. This is a serious business that entails American families and their lives. So this year alone, a series of horrific fatal crashes have been caused by dangerous non-domiciled CDL drivers. So I want to go through a couple of examples. Pull the first one up here. On March 14th in Texas, a truck driver failed to brake and crashed into a long line of traffic. This caused a 17-vehicle pileup that killed 5 people, including 2 children, and 11 were hospitalized. A post-crash investigation revealed a history of unsafe lane changes, ignoring traffic signs, and multiple violations of hour of service rules. I want to go to slide 2 here. On May 6th in Alabama, a driver with less than 6 weeks of experience slammed his tractor and trailer into 4 vehicles stopped at a red light. He killed 2 people and he injured 4. He had previously failed his skills test for speeding. Speeding and his skills test. The crash occurred on just his 3rd day of employment with his carrier.
Now the third one.
And my third example, this of course was the fatal car crash in Florida earlier this summer, and many in the media had reported on that. On August 12th, the driver who had attempted an unauthorized U-turn on the Florida Turnpike caused this crash. It caused a minivan to crash into his trailer, killing 3 people. The driver had a prior speeding ticket and was non-proficient in English. He had previously been issued a CDL improperly by the state of Washington. He now faces multiple counts of vehicular homicide and manslaughter. So again, in each of these tragedies, the drivers were non-domiciled. We have an obligation to keep the American people safe, and that requires action today. That's why under President Trump's leadership, we have launched a nationwide audit of non-domiciled CDLs to get to the bottom of what we think is causing this crisis. We've heard from truckers and safety advocates and news reports that something was seriously wrong. It was alleged that the open border policies of the last administration has led to an exploitation of our nation's trucking licensing system. So today, I'm here to tell you after our audit that those reports, they're all true. What our audit has already discovered should anger every single American. So here's what we've learned. I just want to walk through it. First, our audit revealed a systemic breakdown among states to follow the law and issue licenses properly. States are failing to follow even the most basic procedures. We even uncovered widespread procedural errors, computer programming flaws, and a gross lack of oversight in the states that issue CDLs.
Can't keep going, you guys. I had to give you guys as much as I could. Want you guys to see what's going on with that. But you do see the measures that they're about to take. We don't normally go that long, but it's about our lives. It's about our children and family, roads, and too many people lost their lives due to this situation right here. So very important that we had to cover it. We got to keep on moving forward. We're going to stay in Washington, where Donald Trump basically announces new tariffs. That's right, you guys. We got new tariffs. You want to know what they're going to be on? Kitchen cabinets and what else? And I think they're going to be on trucks. Let's go.
We were going to talk about President Trump and a new wave of tariffs that he announced on Thursday, including a 100% levy on branded drug imports into the United States. He did say, though, it would only be imposed on pharmaceutical companies that don't intend to open new manufacturing plants in the United States. Washington also planning to impose a 25% tariff on all imports of heavy goods vehicles and 50% levies on kitchen and bathroom cabinets. We're getting some early reaction just in the last few minutes. The European Pharmaceutical Industries representative body saying that tariffs on medicines would create the worst of all worlds. Certainly more reaction likely to come later today about that. But President Trump made clear that his concerns were based on the US, as he put it, paying for the lion's share of the world's pharmaceutical bills.
But starting today, the United States will no longer subsidize the health care of foreign countries, which is what we were doing. We're subsidizing others' health care. Countries where they paid a small fraction of what for the same drug that what we pay many, many times more for. And will no longer tolerate profiteering and price gouging from Big Pharma. But again, it was really the countries that forced Big Pharma to do things that, frankly, I'm not sure they really felt comfortable doing. But they've gotten away with it, these countries. European Union has been brutal.
What are we going to do about this, y'all? I hope this don't happen the same way to food tariffs, where we start to feel that. If they're talking about cutting medicine, that should be the end game when it comes down to the retail, when it's time for us to pay for it. It should be where it's like, okay, if you're giving these tariffs for this medicine to go down, that should actually work. Not where you're imposing these tariffs and our food costs are going up or our gas is going up. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? We do not need to eat any more tariff costs on our side. That consumer situation right now is crazy. Y'all know how it is when y'all go to the supermarket right now, go to buy a bag of potato chips. It costs $2.49, but there's only 8 potato chips in the bag. Come on, y'all know I'm not playing right now. You go in, it's like you're getting less. I bought some Visine the other day. I'm like, oh, how much is the Visine? $9.34. What are you talking about? Visine? Like, oh my, yeah, you want to keep your eyes straight? Yeah, Visine costs $10 almost right now, especially if you go to Walmart or CVS, where you got to press the button to get the secret deodorant. Oh, I'm telling y'all what type of deodorant I use. I'm sorry. When you got to press the button to get the deodorant, yeah, you got to press a button to get deodorant now. Crazy, y'all, crazy. All right, let me see what you guys got for me in these comments over here. Yeah, Casey's dying laughing. But how many corporations are this have on the same product? Our gas is going down here. That's good, Casey. Not the chips. Yo, Casey. You know how I do. You know how I do, Casey. You know I'll be playing about them potato chips, bro. I go in the corner store and see what the bag of potato chips look like. They look like the little nip bag that you can give like a 2-year-old. That it'll look big in the 2-year-old hand. But you see these right here? Man, I be looking like grape ape eating a bag of potato chips. 8 of them and it's over. Like, you know what? It's not the 80s. 8 is not enough, all right? Put some more damn potato chips in the bag. Let's go. We got to keep on moving forward, you guys, because now Trump warns that there will be others after the indictment of FBI Director James F. Comer. Yes, y'all, it's time to get up, time to get on, because we got this situation going on with the Comer report. Let's get it.
Fallout after former FBI Director James Comey was indicted while we were on the air last night.
Comey.
Tonight, President Trump is now warning, quote, there will be others, after the president publicly called on his Attorney General Pam Bondi to go after his political enemies. Comey, a longtime target of President Trump's, tonight what led to this indictment, and this evening Comey insisting he is innocent and saying, let's have a trial. Here's our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, President Trump insists the Justice Department's prosecution of his longtime enemy, former FBI Director James Comey, is not about revenge.
It's about justice, really. It's not revenge. It's about justice. It's also about the fact that you can't let this go on. He's a dirty cop. He's always been a dirty cop. Everybody knew it.
Comey tonight defiant.
I have great confidence in the federal judicial system, and I'm innocent. So let's have a trial.
The former FBI director has been in the president's sights for nearly a decade.
He's become more famous than me.
Trump fired Comey, who was leading the investigation into whether his campaign colluded with Russia. Comey then testified that the president had asked him to pledge his loyalty, but he refused.
I've seen the tweet about tapes. Lordy, I hope they're tapes.
Now the president has a Justice Department where loyalty is key. 6 days ago, he publicly urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to go after several of his enemies, including Comey.
We have to act fast. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged. And we have to do it now.
Somebody said UTs are the best. Where are the UTs? Because in certain neighborhoods, UTs can't survive anymore. We don't get UTs anymore. You got to go all the way to Walmart. If you go to Walmart, you get a decent bag of potato chips. That's one secret that I found. But if you go to these corner hood stores, forget about it. It's over. They don't even have UTs anymore. I'm serious. Portland, we got the National Guard that's been deployed and it's sending a shockwave through Portland. Check this out, you guys. Portland, y'all about to get it. National Guard's on the way. They on the way. They on the way.
We have Jorge Ventura on the ground for us in Portland. Mills Hayes near Chicago as those anti-ICE protests pick up just to the west of the city. And News Nation's Hannah Brandt breaking down all of the latest developments from our nation's capital. Thanks so much for joining us for News Nation Now. I'm Kelly Beeson, and we do begin tonight with President Trump announcing plans today to send National Guard troops to Portland, calling the city war-ravaged and adding that he has authorized the use of full force when necessary.
Whoa.
The announcement being met with protests all throughout the city. News Nation national correspondent Jorge Ventura is live on the ground where that reaction is playing out. Jorge, good evening.
Well, Kelly, that news of President Trump deploying troops here to Portland, sending shockwaves to the city, to the locals, all the way to the lawmakers who are very angry and having a strong reaction. Right behind me, we are starting to see some protesters start to rally, but later tonight is when we'll see larger crowds gather here. This is the ICE facility in Portland, Oregon. This has become the epicenter of ICE protests nationwide that have now spread to other ICE facilities, including Chicago, where our correspondent Mills Hayes is reporting from. And Kelly, we were here last night, and around 25 to 30 protesters gathered here wearing that black bloc attire, covering their faces. It was a much smaller turnout compared to some of the other nights. We were expecting a much larger turnout later today. Now, we did see ICE agents attempting to clear out the driveway. You could see shields and gas masks clearing out that driveway from protesters. We didn't see any clashes here on the ground, but other nights have turned quite violent. Now, the Trump administration is setting their targets not only on Portland, but the far left-wing group Antifa, called Antifa professional agitators who were being paid. The Trump administration has now designated Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization, with the Department of Homeland Security also saying, quote, that rioters in Portland, Oregon have repeatedly attacked and laid siege to an ICE processing center. Many of these criminals have been arrested and hit with federal charges.
Yeah, y'all, it's going down. All these ICE facilities, a lot of stuff is happening out there, you guys. Now we got to go to It Never Rains in Southern California. See you when I get there. I haven't seen your face in a year. I can't wait till I get there. Come on, y'all, let's go to Southern California right now, where these women have been charged with following ICE agents home. Oh my God, y'all getting too crazy with it now. 2 women followed the ICE agent home. Lucky he didn't power. Check it out, y'all. Let's go.
New tonight at 9, the U.S. Department of Justice securing indictments against 3 women they accuse of following and harassing an ICE agent.
Well, it's a case we first told you about earlier in the week. And now, KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers is the charging documents. And one of the women the feds are still looking for, Mike?
That's right, Pat and Rudabay. You know, we heard about this earlier in the week right here on KCAL when our Jeff Nguyen interviewed the acting U.S. attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Assata. He had talked to us about agents being doxxed and followed home. And now we are seeing the charging case, the indictment in one of those cases that Mr. Assata was referring to. Now, in this case, according to the indictment, 3 women followed an ICE agent from a courthouse in downtown LA to his home in Baldwin Park. The indictment accuses them of live streaming the whole event, providing the agent's address throughout the time they were following him, and then shouting at him and his neighbors once he got home to that home in Baldwin Park. Now, one of the women they are still looking for. I want to show you the photo here. This released to us by the U.S. Attorney's Office. It is a DMV photo of Cynthia Regoza. She is a 37-year-old of Riverside. The U.S. Attorney's Office says Regoza was the one who had the car that drove the 3 to the home there in Baldwin Park. They have not been able to locate her and are currently looking for her. Now, this is one of 2 cases that have been come to our desk this week regarding doxing and following of federal agents. Now, this case in particular seems to be immigration related. The second case, which was the doxing case, happened before all of the immigration raids started. But either way, acting U.S. Attorney Bill Assata says it's unacceptable.
This is about intimidation and harassment because they can't get their way. They tried to sue us, that lost in the courts. They can't get Congress to change the laws. We're not going to stop enforcing immigration laws. And so what they're resorting to is extremism and intimidation to try to get the agents to not do their jobs. And that's not going to happen either.
One of the women involved in this case is from Colorado. She is already in federal custody after being accused of assaulting a federal agent. Now, this is a secondary charge to the one that she is already facing. And again, law enforcement still looking for that 3rd suspect in this case. We'll have more as soon as they give it to us, guys.
Same here. We'll have more as soon as they give it to us, guys. I got one more for you before I hit those comments. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen to get those likes up, because now we got to move on over with doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Doo, doo, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Bust it. That's right. Ice, ice, baby. Doom, 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 doo, doo, doom, doom. Ice, ice, baby. Doom, 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 doom. All right, stop. Put your hands up. Put it behind your back. Now freeze. Time to go. Do me a favor, y'all. Double tap that screen to get those likes up, because ICE, yes, they did make a shocking arrest in a school. This was a superintendent, illegally in the country. He basically was a habitual pow owner as well. He was ordered to leave in 2024 and decided not to. And guess where he was working? Inside of a school. Let's go, y'all. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go.
Well, on to this. It's hard to believe. Des Moines School's superintendent arrested by ICE. ICE announcing Friday that Ian Andre Roberts is, quote, a criminal illegal alien from Ghana in possession of a loaded handgun, $3,000 in cash, and a fixed-blade hunting knife. At the time of his arrest, Roberts was working as the superintendent of Des Moines Public Schools, despite being an illegal alien with a final order of removal and no work authorization. Roberts has existing weapons possession charges from February 5th, 2020, and was given a final order of removal by an immigration judge in May of 2024. Absolutely stunning. Former acting DHS Secretary Chad Wolf joins me now. You know, Chad, you and I worked together when I was in the White House. It is shocking to me that someone in charge of our school district, the largest school district in Iowa, had a final removal order. How does that happen? I don't think it would have happened under your tenure.
Well, it's a great question. Obviously, the school district did not do their due diligence. He has a criminal record as well. So clearly they didn't do any type of background investigation. The amazing part here is he has no work authorization. So when they enter this individual's information into their system in order to get paid, to pay taxes and the like, all sorts of red flags should have been prompted there. So I think it'll be interesting to see what they say, to see how this individual, did he use an alias? How did this come about?
Crazy.
And I think it begged the further question of the amount of illegal aliens that are here in the United States working in everyday jobs and the like. And some of them, like this individual who has a possession charge, has other criminal acts on their record. And to be so close to school children, right? To be part of the education system there in Des Moines is really troubling.
I mean, Chad, I look at these pictures and I see kids and I think that could have been my kid. And this guy had a criminal charge. Do you think, and again, I know I'm asking you to speculate here, did they just not input his name into the system?
I think he was laying low because of where he was at, and it was working for him for a while because he was over there with the kids. It's like, oh, not him. Let's just, but yeah, they should have did their due diligence on that guy and made sure that he was, not illegal and not had weapons and all of those charges. Oh boy, we got to get better with information. What did he do? Charm them? Hi, how you doing? I need a job. Come on, y'all. Let's keep on moving forward. Let's get on over to Washington again, where President Trump speaks at Ryder. Before he goes to the Ryder Cup, when he rolled out with his granddaughter. Did you guys see this? Ryder Cup. Let's go. Keep on moving.
For a little while to represent the United States at the Ryder Cup, which is very exciting. And we'll be watching that. This is Kai, by the way.
His granddaughter.
And we'll be watching little golf.
Sorry, sir. We appreciate that. They said that they're going to be going to the Ryder Cup, and hopefully you guys got the gaggle on that. I can't deal with that whistling in my ear, and I don't want to hurt you guys at all, because then you're going to get on up out of here. Let's go on over to Georgetown, where who takes action after a campus organization marks Charlie? Uh-oh. We got some information over here as they take action on the campus, as they I don't even want to say some of these words, but it's Georgetown, and it's a little kind of crazy, involving Charlie Kirk's demise, no longer being with us.
Posters advertising Georgetown University's John Brown Gun Club have appeared on campus, and they read, quote, "Hey fascist, catch." That's a reference to the message that was written on the shell casing used by the man accused of murdering Charlie Kirk.
I can't say those
Poster
words.
told people to join the, quote, "only political group that celebrates when Nazis die." Unbelievable. Students were horrified, with some saying they feared for their safety.
So obviously I read this immediately as a threat, not only for me, but for everyone on this campus, every conservative, everyone who just does not subscribe to the prevailing leftist orthodoxy. This is a direct threat against them. It means that there are students at this campus who would want to see conservatives dead rather than engaging with their ideas, rather than facilitating a political discourse.
And Education Secretary Linda McMahon was outraged, saying that allowing violent rhetoric to fester on our nation's campuses without consequences is dangerous. It must be condemned.
Not cool.
Georgetown releasing a statement this morning which reads, "Georgetown University has no tolerance for calls for violence or threats to the university. The flyers have been removed, and the university is investigating this incident and working to ensure the safety of our community."
This first, it happened in the school last week when it was in a public school last week where they had some, what do they call it? Propaganda go up, and now they got this. It's always somebody that's trying to get their message out, but you should be not trying to do it in places where other people are affected, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward to Utah County, because Utah, the county, has appointed Tyler Robinson, the power of Charlie Kirk. The attorney has already put together staffing as well as additional information for this case moving forward. And what is the budget? They've already cleared $1 million in order to try to take care of the staffing and everything that they're going to need to take care of on this case. Let's go.
Today in expense for an event that we didn't want. None of us wanted, and it happened to be here, and our taxpayers will now foot the bill. So it's very unfortunate, but we don't have a choice. We have to do it.
The commissioner said it's not typical to add staffing mid-year, but it is necessary to maintain the level of service with such a high-profile case. The county is now in the unique position of funding both defense and the prosecution. They say staffing both sides is the best way to make sure it's fair and represented accurately. Now, the resolution will add 2 more full-time deputy county attorney positions and 2 full-time paralegal positions. Now, Beltran says this case, you heard him, it's unfortunate all the way around. The money involved here, the life lost, the family broken, the community still very upset, and it is one thing that they were just really forced to deal with.
Tonight, the attorney representing a man charged with killing conservative activist Charlie Kirk has deep ties to Jackson. Catherine Nestor was appointed to represent Tyler Robinson during his federal trial in Utah. Nestor spent years practicing law in Jackson and Ridgeland and also worked as an assistant federal public defender in Jackson. She worked in San Diego before moving to Utah. Nestor will represent Robinson in federal court in his trial. He is charged with first-degree murder and weapons offenses for killing Kirk at a campus event. The state of Utah has said it will seek the death penalty.
That's right, y'all. Y'all heard it. $1 million. They already gave him a defense. They've already stacking the deck when it comes down to the paralegals, which means they're trying to make sure that they got things in order. Do your boy a favor. Double tap that screen because you know we had to make sure that we had the most up-to-date content, up-to-date that we got going on. Tomorrow is Monday. All of this stuff is going to start playing out during the week, but we make sure that we got what's going on to make you prepared for what's coming up. Also, if you guys appreciate the content, double tap that screen to get those likes up, and also give me all the money in your pockets. No, I'm just playing with you. I got a little bit of coffee in the kitchen, and I understand that it's hot out here for a pimp. And no, this is not a pimp jacket. It's just a Prince in the Revolution sort of a celebratory jacket. That's all we do on Purple Sunday. I also, hopefully, you guys would like to wear something purple. But guess what? We got to keep on moving forward right now. Like I said, do me a favor, get those likes up. If you have not already subscribed, we're trying to get to 60,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get that going on right now. We got a lot of members, but let's go ahead and get those subscribers up as well. Hit that like button. Also, hit that bell down there to hit that notification to let everybody know when we're on. Now we got to get back on to Washington because the House Democrats released more dribs and drabs of what? The Epstein files. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to keep on getting this information out, updated as much as we can go. Let's get it.
Democrats on the House Oversight Committee today released more files turned over by the estate of Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted sex offender. President Trump is not mentioned in the documents, but as Nicole Killian reports, a number of other prominent men are.
From Elon Musk to Bill Gates, the latest batch of Epstein-related documents reads like a who's who. Take this entry from Jeffrey Epstein's itinerary dated December 6, 2014. Reminder, Elon Musk to island. Is this still happening? While it's unclear which island this refers to, Epstein regularly invited guests to Little St. James in the Caribbean, his own private island, which he used as a base for allegedly abusing underage girls. There is no evidence Musk made the trip. Another entry years later reads, Saturday, February 16, 2019, 7 a.m., breakfast with Steve Bannon.
I actually think that did happen because Bannon has tons of footage of the actual interview.
Both Bannon, a former White House advisor, and Musk, a tech titan and ex-Doge czar, are among the staunchest allies of President Trump, who continues to downplay the ongoing investigation.
It's really a Democrat hoax because they're trying to get people to talk about something that's totally irrelevant.
Today's release totals over 8,500 documents and includes phone messages, flight logs, and manifest, as well as copies of Epstein's financial ledger and daily schedule, like this item from December 5th, 2014, showing a TBD breakfast party with Microsoft founder Bill Gates. Ex-wife Melinda told CBS News in 2022 that his relationship with Epstein played a role in their divorce.
Yep.
We reached out to representatives for several of the individuals named, including Gates, Musk, and Bannon, but have not heard back. A spokesperson for the GOP-led oversight panel accused Democrats of cherry-picking documents and politicizing the investigation. Maurice?
Let me ask you guys a question. You think somebody's wife is going to leave them just for having a meeting with somebody? You think somebody's wife going to leave them for just having a meeting? Or did she probably find out something else that they were doing? This thing, remember I told you I used to get in trouble in school for this? But y'all know what I'm talking about, right? What else was, Bill Gates probably doing? Yeah, Mad Hatter, thank you so much for the super chat. $19.99, you guys, we appreciate the Mad Hatter. Everybody in the chat, thank the Mad Hatter for the $19.99 super chat. Also, Mad Hatter wants to say that Mad Hatter thinks it's the microphone that pow in the hand like the pagers and cell phones that used to remember. Also, remember his security team may be involved. I don't know about that, Hatter, but you know what? I appreciate the fact that you're on point and you're staying on topic and that you're here. But everybody, Mad Hatter, we so appreciate you. Let's keep on moving forward to Lagos, where people are jumping from a building to escape a fire. This is crazy right here. Some people, I'm scared of heights, so this had me shook. That's a hard decision to make right there. We're gonna try to jump on that cushion. Oh, you a big one. Woo! That's a big one right there, y'all. Oh, I don't know about this one. Y'all let me know what happened. That was in Lagos, you guys, where those people had to literally jump out the window. You talking about jump? I'm jumping out the window with this one. Jumping out the window with this one. For real. Do your boy a favor and double tap that screen. Y'all ain't see that nowhere else. Been up since 3 o'clock, making sure that all this content is on point. Talking about we late. Don't play with me. New York. Let's get on over to Queens with his teen menace. This boy with a machete. Yes, a machete. We are 4 days late on this story, but we didn't show it. And I can't believe something like this actually happened, where these kids are antagonizing somebody on a regular city bus. No police involved. The whole bus is shook because this fool has a lance. Watch this. I can't say the word that I want to say. Might get in trouble, and I got too much more to keep this show going. Let's go.
Again tonight with wild moments on a bus in Queens leading to what is now a viral video. Look at this. You can see it here. Teens going on the attack. One has a machete there, while the other seen using pepper spray.
Yeah, the driver trying to intervene and is now home recovering. Pix 11's Anthony DiLorenzo has a story from Richmond Hill where police have arrested one of the teenagers.
Teenage troubles going full tilt here at this bus stop after school in Queens, where a machete and a can of mace were used as weapons on a bus.
What I see is kids that are out of control.
An after-school fight spiraling out of control on Atlantic Avenue and Lefferts Boulevard, with the bus driver caught in the middle.
Basically, someone was being chased. The kid was being chased onto his bus, and they were being chased by somebody with a machete.
You can see the 54-year-old then stepping off the Q24 bus to try and de-escalate the situation earlier this month.
He projected a presence in that moment that I believe saved a lot of people from getting hurt.
Alex Kemp is his union VP and says his fellow driver ultimately suffered the consequences and got maced in this instance, along with a teen in the video.
We decided that it was in the best interest of the community to post that because the parents need to see what the kids are doing.
Yeah,
Sam Esposito's video went viral over the weekend after posting it on the Ozone Park Block Facebook page. He says social media sleuths have helped ID some of them. Monday, police arresting the 15-year-old machete-wielding boy in black. Some other teens who ran away still being sought.
Yeah, look, now they're
We've
running.
gotten all the videos, and we've
Now
gotten
they're
about
running.
25 leads, and we sent those leads straight to the investigators at the 102 precinct.
While neighbors say they're enduring escalating teen violence in the area, TWU Local 100 reps say members have become immune to it.
The end of your life could be waiting around the corner at that next stop.
I spoke briefly with the bus operator at his home who referred me to his union representatives.
It ain't easy to drive the bus no more, guys. I'm telling you, that's a hellified job right there. Buses, post office. It's not a game out here, you guys. Double tap that screen to get those likes up. Somebody said that they were shook just watching the video. That was crazy right there. Somebody said cutlass, lance. You know what my chat bought now. Them Jamaican man have different name for the thing now, man. Machete. Y'all know what my chat bought now. Double tap that screen. Let's get those lights up, yo. I can't believe this one because we coming back over to New York. Yeah, but they got this one. What did he get? Locked up and they ain't letting him out. I can't say what he did because I might get in trouble. Last time I said that word, spinning ball came around. So I'm going to say the subway train stills nabbing suspect arrested. They got him, y'all. Let's go. He stills nabbed somebody. Y'all won't be catching me on that word like you did the last time. And it's always, recently, it's always been illegal. It doesn't speak English. Call it what you want. ¿Qué pasó, Luis? What happened?
¿Qué le hiciste, Luis?
Why you do it?
Cuéntanos.
So we got another stills nabbing. Yeah. And just to let you guys know, the reason why they take their clothes is so they can use the clothes as evidence if they have any BLOOD on it or anything like that, or fingerprints, and they give them these jumpsuits right here. So this guy right here the other day stills nabbed somebody in the train that's about to go up to $3 a ride. Also, if you decide to take congestive pricing, it's going to be $9 if you have your Easy Pass and $14 if you don't. You hear what I'm telling you guys? So not only are they making it unsafe down there, they're forcing you to take the train. But Kathy Joku Hoku has nothing. She don't care. She don't care. $210 million already down the kaputs. And they talking about they need money. Another one. The sad part about situations like this, I'm going to end off on this story about, is it doesn't even matter what happened. It's like after the fact. Oh, yeah, we got him. That person could no longer be alive. Terrible situations we got going on over here. Now we got this New York deli that's been accused of selling that. Coming in the party with the spliffers and see. Cannabis, the place that we really want to be. They got different names of the chocolates and see. Check this out, y'all. I know some people going to be mad that they can't go to this Connect no more.
Legal marijuana bust in Dutchess County. Police shut down a deli in Poughkeepsie accused of selling products that contain 10 times the legal dose of THC.
Yeah, the illegally sold products were knockoffs of popular candy brands that contained extremely high doses of cannabis. Eyewitness News reporter Marcus Solis has more on the crackdown.
They look like the real thing, but the names 3 Marijuanas, Budfinger, and Reefers make clear they are cannabis infused. And with 1,000 milligrams of THC, they pack a punch, as a Poughkeepsie man found out after he consumed an entire candy bar and ended up in the hospital.
These candy bars have 1,000 milligrams of THC, which is well above the maximum that we allow in New York State. And that is what resulted in the individual having to go to the hospital because he had such a high dose.
The Office of Cannabis Management shut down Easy Deli on Fallkill Avenue after the man in his late 40s contacted police. This is just a sampling of the contraband seized as the state continues enforcement against illegal smoke shops, which flourished during the slow rollout of licensed dispensaries.
After Prohibition, when alcohol was legalized, there were quite a bit of unlicensed taverns and bars throughout. But now, how often do you see an unlicensed wiretap? It just doesn't happen.
The law has some teeth to it, allowing the state to go after the vendor's ability to sell other products like alcohol and lottery tickets, and it forces landlords to begin eviction proceedings against businesses that have been padlocked.
It's really irresponsible and dangerous for people to be putting out things like candy bars that could get into the hands of a child who may not even be able to read, much less know that there are incredibly dangerous levels of cannabis in some of these products.
That's who they marketing to. That's exactly who they marketing to. I tell you, in certain neighborhoods, I ain't gonna say no names, but when the kids walk by, they be trying to show it to them. Look, yeah, they don't care. They have no heart. All they care about is making money, and that's it. But guess what? I know a lot of people in the comments is mad. They're like, yo, how you gonna blow up the spot? You knew that you only was supposed to eat a little bit of that. Now we can't go get our three arowanas and our such and suches. Hey guys, I don't know about y'all, but gotta be careful when you take that stuff in your body also, because you never know what it may be laced with. Think about that. Let's keep on moving forward to Los Angeles. This is a terrible situation right here where we got these suspects who wrestle a Rolex watch away from a victim. All he's doing is pumping gas. Pulls up to pump the gas. Next thing you know, your Rolex is off your wrist and it's out of there. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I'm going to show you this clip right here. Let me get this right there for you. Oh, no, we got two more additives. Okay. Oh, we got 3 more additives. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What else we got? Oh, man. Okay, I can't do this now. I gotta get you guys right, because I already told you what it was. So I'm gonna find it for you. I gotta find it for you. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. I don't normally do this. I thought our lineup was good. I didn't see this happen. All right. Where we at with it? Let's put this back. I gotta put this back. I need y'all to stick in there with me for a minute. Might not be able to get the Rolex. We might have to get something more important. Yeah, let's get something more important right now. Sorry about the Rolex. I don't know what happened. We got this financier, Howie Rubin, who's been indicted on 6 trafficking. The number 6 is what I said. 6 trafficking. It's more important than some Rolex.
Jessica Moore in for Christine Johnson. We begin at 6 with allegations of horrifying acts behind closed doors of a Manhattan penthouse. Retired New York financier Howard Rubin and his personal assistant are accused of spending $1 million to recruit women to engage in sex acts that sometimes turned violent. Alice Gaynor has more from Brooklyn Federal Court, where Rubin just faced a judge and pleaded not guilty.
A 10-count indictment against 70-year-old retired financier Howard Rubin and his personal assistant, 45-year-old Jennifer Powers, alleges from 2009 to 2019, Rubin recruited dozens of women to engage in sex acts for money, allegedly torturing them beyond consent, preying on women who were desperate, suffered from addiction, and had previously been sexually abused. Powers is accused of facilitating the encounters, arranging travel, and securing non-disclosure agreements. According to the indictment, during many encounters, Rubin brutalized women's bodies, causing them to fear for their safety and or resulting in significant pain or injuries. The alleged encounters took place at luxury hotels and then at a penthouse apartment near Central Park Rubin leased and partially turned into a so-called sex dungeon, soundproofing it and outfitting it with BDSM equipment. Some contained devices to shock or electrocute. Prosecutors say Rubin and Powers, together with others, recruited women, some former Playboy models, misrepresenting the extent to which she would engage in physical and sexual violence, sometimes disregarding a safe word. Rubin allegedly encouraged women to take alcohol and drugs like sedatives. Some say they were unable to consent because of lack of consciousness. Rubin, prosecutors say, threatened them with legal consequences and public shaming if they sought legal recourse. Rubin funded Powers' life, paying her Manhattan rent, private school for her children, credit card bills, legal fees, a down payment on her Texas home and mortgage, totaling around $8 million. Rubin was also charged with bank fraud in connection to the mortgage.
Rubin pleaded not guilty to the charges in court. Prosecutors revealed there are dozens of other alleged victims not yet included in the charges. Powers was arrested in Texas. She'll appear before a judge Monday. Outside Brooklyn Federal Court, Alice Gaynor, CBS News, New York.
I told you that story was much more important, didn't I? Didn't I? Told you. Can't find it. Still tried to find it for you guys, but I couldn't. Couldn't find it for you. Sorry about that, you guys. We're going to keep on moving forward now because we got to get on over to Cuba where Assata Shakur, that's right, Tupac's godmother, Assata Shakur, once on the FBI most wanted list as a fugitive, she is now no longer with us. She's lost her life, you guys. Went on to the promised land. I guess she ain't got to worry about running from the government anymore because she's no longer with us. Let's go.
The Cuban Foreign Ministry announcing today Assata Shakur, one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives, has died. After escaping prison in 1979, Shakur fled to Havana, where she received political asylum from Fidel Castro. The National News Desk, Jeff Harris, joins us. For decades, Shakur was sought after, the FBI even increasing her capture reward to $2 million. Break down what we know tonight.
So Shakur was a Black Liberation Army member who was convicted for her role in a 1973 shootout that killed a New Jersey state trooper. After escaping prison years later, she resurfaced in Cuba in 1984, eventually receiving political asylum. The Cuban Foreign Ministry announcing Friday, Assata Shakur, also known as Joanne Chesimard, died at the age of 78 from health conditions. The National Police Association's Betsy Brantner-Smith telling us she should have been back in the U.S. a long time ago.
Why wasn't there more done to get this woman back into custody?
A member of the Black Liberation Army, which the FBI describes as, quote, one of the most violent militant organizations of the 1970s, Chesimard was convicted in 1977 of murdering New Jersey State Trooper Warner Forster.
I guess his family can have a measure of peace now, but they never really did get justice.
In 1979, she escaped from prison before resurfacing in Cuba in 1984, where then Cuban leader Fidel Castro awarded her political asylum. Speaking with NBC News in 1998, Chesimard proclaiming her innocence.
Did you shoot Werner Foster?
No, I did not. I was shot with my arms in the air.
In 2013, the FBI made Chesimard the first woman on its most wanted terrorists list, the reward for her capture growing to $2 million. During his first term, President Trump demanding Cuba return her to the U.S.
Including the return of the cop killer, Joanne Chesimard.
New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy and State Police Superintendent Colonel Pat Callahan releasing a joint statement Friday reacting to her death, writing in part, quote, for years we worked to bring Chesimard back to face justice, but sadly she's passed away without being held fully accountable for her heinous crimes. Now back in March, Senators Rick Scott and Ted Cruz introduced legislation demanding the extradition of fugitives harbored in Cuba back to the United States. It's since been referred to the Committee on Foreign Relations.
I found the clip, you guys. I know it took me a second to find it, but I found it. I found the Rolex wrestled away at the gas station. Let's go.
Developing tonight, a Rolex robbery in Sherman Oaks. A man robbed of his watch while pumping gas.
Yes, it happened during rush hour yesterday, right off Ventura Boulevard. KKL News reporter Zach Boeto is live with video of the crime. Zach?
Pat Rudabay, good evening. LAPD still searching for these three suspects who were seen pulling into this Sherman Oaks gas station here on Van Nuys and Ventura Boulevard, grabbing the victim while he was pumping gas, stealing his watch, and taking off.
Three guys attacking one gentleman, and looks like they're stealing his watch.
New security video shows three suspects jumping out of a black car and tackling a man to the ground as he pumps gas in Sherman Oaks. The suspects wrestling for the man's Rolex, then snatching the watch and speeding off.
That's really like messed up that happened and stuff. People work hard for their stuff.
It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. It's scary.
LAPD says this all happened just after 5 o'clock Thursday night near the intersection of Van Nuys and Ventura Boulevard, right across the street from a watch repair shop where the owner of 34 years says he's beginning to see these types of watch robberies happen more often.
They're not afraid. They're just in broad daylight. Some guys are either desperate or out of control.
Just a few doors down, workers at a Sherman Oaks gelato shop say they've also been the target of thieves recently stealing product and a tip jar.
He literally just, opened the freezer, took a pint, and then said a couple words to me and walked out.
LAPD says Thursday's thieves got away with the watch in a black Audi A6 or S6. The watch store owner says the value of the Rolex reported stolen can be between $5,000 and $25,000 or more. And while he says the sentimental value may be irreplaceable, it's not worth risking a life.
The life is more important than the object.
Back out here live, LAPD says those suspects used a hidden gun to coerce the victim into giving up his Rolex watch. Detectives are now searching for 3 men around 6 feet tall and 160 pounds, getting away again in that black Audi A6 or S6. Pat, Rudabeh?
Let's just say they're gone, because that description is traga. If y'all don't got no video, that description there was trash. 3 men about 6 feet with all black on, getting into a black car. Okay, y'all really on top of y'all job. I know that man is tight. How about this though? I know a hookup in Chinatown, y'all. Yeah, I got a hookup in Chinatown. Y'all already went down there with me a couple of months ago, right? Y'all want to get a Rolex? Holla at your boy. I have no problem telling y'all where to get one of those. We call them Gaga. They're not real. We call them Gaga because it's funny. We look at it like a joke. Get a fake rollie, let them roll up on you. Yo, I'm sorry, yo. Yo, no, you got it. Yo, you got it. My bad. Yo, you got it. Let them go. Oh, yeah, we got the watch. As soon as they get to the jeweler, this watch is fake. You mean to tell me he got this from Chinatown? Hell yeah. But you know what? You ain't gonna get me. I'm gonna have my watch on in the crib or at the photo shoot doing all this stuff right here. Y'all gonna get the Chinatown watch when I go around in the streets. Girl talking about, oh, shut up. Don't be talking about it. If you know watches, be quiet. But let these little hoodwinkles think that they gonna get me. Oh, yo, you got it. No problem. Yo, you got it here. There you go. Rip it off. Do what you gotta do. As long as I leave with my life, no problem. Y'all got it. Go right back down to Chinatown. Boom. How you doing, Hung Feng Mei? $50. There you go. Let me get 2 of them now. Let me get the Pepsi. Let me get the Pepsi and the Pepsi red, white, and blue. And let me get the other one with the stones. Oh, 100? No problem. Let's go. Y'all need to hook up. Y'all know I don't play. Stop playing with your boy. We're going to keep on moving forward to breaking news with Trump as he urges the Supreme Court to consider changes to birthright citizenship as well as restrictions. I have no problem with wearing the fake Gaga. That's what we call it, y'all. Gaga. Because it's fake. Keep on moving forward, y'all. You think that's the face you're going to put on once you take it to the jewelry store. They're going to be like, sorry, sir, it's fake. You're going to be like, Gaga. Ow.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. We do have a bit of breaking news here for you as the Trump administration now asking the Supreme Court to allow birthright citizenship restrictions. We're learning here President Trump's administration is asking the Supreme Court to uphold his birthright citizenship order, declaring that children born to parents who are in the United States illegally or temporarily are not American citizens. The appeal sets in motion a process at the High Court that could lead to a definitive ruling from the justices by early summer or on whether the citizenship restrictions are constitutional. Lower court judges have so far blocked them from taking effect anywhere. The Justice Department's petition has been shared with lawyers for parties challenging the order, but is not yet docketed at the Supreme Court. Any decision on whether to take up the case probably is months away, and arguments probably would not take place until the late winter or early spring. President Trump signed an executive order on the first day of his second term that would upend the Constitution's 14th Amendment, which grants citizenship to everyone born on American soil with narrow exceptions, for the children of foreign diplomats and those born to a foreign occupying force. In a series of decisions, lower courts have struck down the executive order as unconstitutional, even after Supreme Court ruling in late June that limited judges' use of nationwide injunctions. While the Supreme Court curbed the use of nationwide injunctions, it did not rule out other court orders that could have nationwide effects, including in class action lawsuits and those brought by states. The justices did not decide at that time whether the underlying citizenship order is constitutional. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit in San Francisco ruled in July that a group of states that sued over the order needed a nationwide injunction to prevent the problems that would
be caused by birthright citizenship being in effect in some states and not others.
All right, y'all. Y'all see, birthright citizenship is now up at odds. He's asking the Supreme Court to look into it. What you guys think about that? What you guys think about it? Do you think that children born here should be able to stay and also the parents should be able to stay? Or do you think that if the parents aren't legal, they should have to go back to their country of origin? Because that's what they're basically trying to say. Just because you have the child here does not mean it's fair or legal for you to be able to be considered under birthright. Because honestly, a lot of people come pregnant already and they try to have their babies here. Some people, not everybody. Don't beat me up in the comments all crazy. I'm just explaining what some people do. And back to them fake watches. No, buddy, no Folex or Rolex. Them joints be having an R and they look real. I ain't even gonna hold you. Just got to make sure you get the right hookup when you go to Chinatown. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? We got to get on over to Chicago. We got this police officer, or is he a sheriff? He's been accused of purchasing Pow Pows and illegally smuggling them to, I don't even want to say those other words because it's going to probably get us in trouble. Let them tell it like this.
The indictment named Chicago police officer Kevin Rodriguez and an accomplice, Diego Valdez, charging the duo for conspiring to unlawfully purchase firearms that were ultimately smuggled into Mexico.
Crazy.
A 9-page federal indictment unsealed Tuesday in federal court accuses Kevin Rodriguez of using his position as a Chicago police officer to purchase an AR-15 style assault rifle in Dyer, Indiana, and a handgun in Monee. Prosecutors allege Rodriguez lied on federal paperwork, saying he was the actual buyer of the firearms, all in an effort to purchase guns which are not available to ordinary citizens under Illinois law. Instead, prosecutors say Rodriguez purchased them for Diego Valdez, an accomplice who allegedly identified the weapons he wanted and then paid Rodriguez to purchase them.
There's a reason why these guns are limited in circulation or for sale. There's a reason why a Chicago police officer can use his status only for appropriate purposes. He's abusing that here.
The indictment states Valdez sent thousands of dollars in Zelle transfers to Rodriguez in return for purchasing the guns on Valdez's behalf. 2 months after the transactions, Valdez is accused of smuggling the guns into Mexico. Meanwhile, a search of Rodriguez's record as a Chicago cop shows he's been the subject of at least 9 misconduct complaints since joining the force in 2019.
So both of them got caught. He got caught trying to take them back to Mexico, and he got caught purchasing them for him. So now, what do you guys think about that? His whole career, busting his butt, being a Chicago officer to get there to get what? Demoted, kicked out, pension kicked out, everything. Crazy situation. Do you think it's worth it, y'all? What y'all think? It's worth it to do that? Absolutely not. I've seen this so many times in medicine. Okay, we got another one, Jen, that says born here legally, immigration, everyone else get out. Okay, wait till you find out that okay, I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, I heard about Ice Cube's bus. I heard about that situation too. Keep on moving forward, but we got something more important than Ice Cube's bus, where nobody got hurt at because they mistaked it for an ice bus. Not too important. I'm sorry. This is more important. Austin. We got this woman who's been arrested for leaving her baby in a dumpster. Keep on moving forward, you guys. Keep on moving forward. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's keep on moving forward. It's Purple Sunday, y'all.
Good evening. I'm Katie Pratt. Thank you very much for joining us. Our top story. A woman is in the Travis County Jail after her infant was found in a dumpster at a North Austin apartment complex. Austin police made the arrest and she's facing a felony charge. Fox 7 Austin's Crime Watch reporter Meredith Aldis is live at APD headquarters with the latest. Meredith.
Yeah, court documents reveal the baby was likely in the dumpster for more than 16 hours before it was found. Austin police have arrested 22-year-old Nelly Denora Rivera Felipe for throwing her hours-old newborn into a dumpster and abandoning it.
Did she give any sort of reason why?
So she did provide a statement, and with that statement, she believed the child was lifeless.
Court documents reveal more. Police say Felipe admitted to giving birth in her apartment on Friday night. She says she was scared, unsure about what she would do with the baby. She placed the baby in a white bucket and put it in the dumpster at around 9 at night. The next morning, at around 10, Felipe threw a bag of garbage into the same dumpster as the one she discarded her child in. It was about 3.5 hours after that when the baby was found by other residents at the complex off North Lamar.
Their decision to act made it possible for first responders to intervene swiftly and provide the care this infant urgently needed.
Police say the infant is in the hospital and is receiving continued care, but is doing well.
I definitely want to encourage anybody that's found in the similar circumstances, this is before or after the baby's born, please seek out and get help. There is safe ways to ensure that your baby can find a safe and stable home.
Texas has the safe haven law. People can drop off a child younger than 60 days old to a hospital, EMS station, fire station, or a child placing agency without being prosecuted.
There have been 11 safe surrenders within the state of Texas this year. None have been in Travis County.
Felipe is being held in the Travis County Jail on a $50,000 bond.
I'm so happy that that baby is alive. Everybody, I want to see thumbs up and prayers in the comments still, because that baby is alive. I want to give grace and love and respect and honor and admiration, all types of praise to the Lord for making sure that that baby, although was inside of that dumpster, was able to remain alive until he was saved. I can't look, and that's all I can look at, and I thank you in Jesus' name. I say that today, this Sunday. Amen. I'm happy about that right there, y'all. Woo! What a beautiful turn of events from a tragic story. I'm not trying to downplay the Ice Cube story, but we got some real important stuff that we really got to keep on getting into. Like we got this other serial real rapist that's been undocumented. He's an immigrant, and he's been keeping underwear as trophies. Yeah, we got to get into that. We got to let you guys know about crazy stuff like that that's going on around here.
Serial rapist makes an unexpected move in court. His victims may have expected justice, but he pulled a legal move which now drags this case on. This is also while he's an undocumented immigrant. We want to let you know this report has some graphic and sensitive details.
Every single time he has a knife, and in most of the situations, he is holding that knife to these individuals' throats. Well, he then forcibly rapes them.
Prosecutor Julia Barker says Carlos Nava likely sexually assaulted at least 17 victims, 6 known to police, 11 unknown, at least 2 of them underage, at least 15 years old, over the course of 19 years, while Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE, says Nava re-entered the U.S. illegally multiple times and had run-ins with law enforcement. Then in 2022, Las Vegas Metro Police say they found Nava's trophies, 17 pairs of women's underwear.
That were folded, kept in a backpack, which also had latex gloves in it, and tied up with a rubber band.
Nava was still released from custody again, then rearrested later for additional charges as more women were discovered.
Did you commit these assaults? Did you rape these women?
Barker says his DNA tied him to the crimes, but he has fought his case despite science.
It's really hard for someone to maintain, I didn't do this, when his sperm is in places that indicate he probably did.
His alleged victims, she says, mainly sex workers, but even after...
Y'all do me a favor, we got a lot of people in the building. All I'm asking for you is to hit the 3 dots, hit that like button. It really makes more people get over here. I'd really appreciate that. We got a lot more coming. Please, do your boy a favor. I ain't asking for no money. It's easy. Hit the 3 dots, hit the like button. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Let's keep on going.
After an agreement for a price, Barker describes a flipped switch, violence, power, and control. Nava agreed to a plea deal in July. This is supposed to be his sentencing Thursday. Barker asks for 18 years to life. Then, through an interpreter, Nava changes his mind. Clark County District Court Judge Christy Craig points to the charges prosecutors had dropped, the time Nava could face if convicted at trial, and asks him if he thinks this is a good idea.
Do you want to withdraw your guilty plea? It's a yes or no question.
Now, at least one alleged victim was in that courtroom to give a victim impact statement. Barker says she's no longer a sex worker. Nava is scheduled to be back in court in October, so a trial date now can be scheduled.
How about, seems to me like that might be the only 17 that they're aware of. Come on, 17, that's a lot. And for him to have gotten out, that's crazy right there. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's get on over to Pennsylvania, where we got this TikTok trend that sparks assaults around UPenn. That's right. Here's everything we know about it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? University of Penn, Pennsylvania. Let's go.
The University of Pennsylvania issuing a warning about an online challenge that's sparking serious concern. Multiple people assaulted on campus, and it's likely all for clicks. I'm Jason Martinez.
And I'm Dawn Timoney. The school is now working to stop the violence. Our Steve Keeley is live in University City for us tonight. Steve?
Well, a lot of the attacks happen on the corner where we are, 40th and Walnut, and that's why you see police almost everywhere. You got 2 cop cars here on 40th Street, then we just look down a little bit on the other side of the McDonald's and you see the police with the lights on, hopefully acting as a deterrent. And so what we're hearing from sources close to this investigation is that this is a TikTok trend, investigators believe, and another TikTok trend that could end up being more dangerous to the perpetrators than to the victims so far. University of Pennsylvania police are seen here this week responding to one of several recent unprovoked attacks on students in this video acquired by Fox 29 News from sources close to the investigation.
I feel like that's nutty and you don't get no cool points for that.
Penn police put out this alert saying, quote, there have been multiple recent reports from Penn students and other community members of groups of young people slapping people in the head or striking individuals in the head on and near Penn's campus, specifically in the area of 40th to 38th Streets from Market to Locust Street.
Oh, they starting that again, slapping people and hitting people and putting it online and all of that. Like they said, they're going to run into the wrong person. They got a pow, pow, and pow, pow. Good looking out over there for Daniel Castro, member for 4 months. Thank you so much, Daniel. That's why I appreciate you so much. Everybody should do that. I really appreciate you, Daniel. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Everybody, show Daniel some love for becoming a member for 4 months. That's right. He got a glove, y'all. Let's keep on moving. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. We got to get on over to this lady in Los Angeles. Like I told you, we got some serious stories coming down the line here. We got this lady in Los Angeles who accused the deputy of still snorking her. Yeah. Imagine a deputy. You think that he's coming to help you with your case. Next thing you know, he's looking at your information and coming to check you out.
Text message from him and I was like, who is this? And then he's like, oh, it's your personal deputy. Then he showed up to my house.
A brief interaction with a Riverside County deputy turns into a nightmare for one woman who claims the deputy used law enforcement databases to stalk and harass her. Welcome everyone to Fox 11 News at 5 o'clock, simulcast on our sister station. Fox 11 Plus. I'm Marla Tejas here for Christine Devine. Fox 11's Rachel Aragon. She's live for us in Universal City with an interview now you'll see only on Fox 11. Rachel?
Yeah, I spoke to a woman right now who's also a mother of 2. She tells me she now is speaking out to tell her story because she says she doesn't want anyone in power to abuse their authority. She also tells me she doesn't want anyone else to be harassed like she was.
My son, my youngest one, he's a very talkative kid, so he went up to the police officers.
Brianna Ortega says it was September 2023 when she and her sons had a brief interaction with law enforcement at a family event in Coachella. She says among the group was Riverside County Deputy Eric Piscatella.
I had a conversation with the sheriff, and that was that. I didn't think anything of it.
Brianna says no contact information was exchanged, but she says months later she started receiving unsolicited texts. She says she did respond to him because she needed police assistance for an issue her sister had. But she says his texts became more persistent and romantic and escalated when he showed up to her house unannounced while in uniform.
As soon as I got there, I put my stuff down and I was walking to the bathroom, and then I hear banging on my door.
She says she let him in because he claimed someone was in her backyard and had jumped the fence. Brianna says she became suspicious and started recording this encounter.
Yeah, he was pretty without makeup. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude or unprofessional.
In the video, Brianna says you can hear him complimenting her and interacting with her kids.
What school do you guys go to?
That's when Brianna says she reported him to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. Her attorney says after that, the department started an investigation.
So it turns out he was using law enforcement databases to access her personal information, including her phone number and address. And he was charged criminally and ultimately pled to several misdemeanor counts as a result of this.
Brianna says nearly 2 years later, the fear of being harassed or stalked still lingers.
I just, in a bubble, I go to work, come back, and, had to put up cameras and, just try to protect myself the best way I can.
Yeah, y'all. And he was like real bold with it, coming in the crib, talking to her, telling her she pretty, talking to her kids, asking them what school they go to. So what, you can still snork that too, you freakazoid? Oh, God, I'm glad that they caught him. Do me a favor and double tap that screen, get those likes up. Appreciate you guys. Don't y'all like the information that y'all getting right now? Y'all wasn't going to get that anywhere else, but our bottom line. #1 show on YouTube from 6 o'clock until, and with the #1 co-host. That's right, you guys. We family here. We're going to get on over to Miami. We got this nasty Miami bakery that's been ordered shut down for the 5th time. Inspectors reported seeing live rodents. Yeah, rodents. Yeah, I don't really be going out like that when I go to Miami, y'all. I'd rather go to the supermarket and make my own food.
Well, they said it was just repairs, but inspectors say it was rodents. A popular South Florida bakery ordered shut for the 5th time.
And that wasn't the only dirty discovery. Inspectors even found live mice inside an oven at another place. Local news Chef Wayne Sear has tonight's Dirty Dining.
There, check this out. That sign on the front door, misleading customers, closed for repairs. The truth is they were ordered shut for the 5th time. And outside, staff is in full cleanup mode.
Hi, everybody. How you doing today? You don't have to run away. Wanted to talk to you about the inspection. Can we talk to somebody about the inspection? You don't have to lock the door and run away.
Kayard's Bakery is a popular staple in the Haitian community. The location 12801 West Dixie Highway in North Miami. Last week inside this kitchen, 15 violations. A live rodent spotted behind an oven. Rodent droppings under a flour mixer. Live roaches crawling on a wall. On shelves where fresh products are stored. Days later, a re-inspection and the rodent and roach issues persisted. And again on Wednesday, a second follow-up inspection, and there were still live roaches.
Why can't you keep the place clean? Live rodents? You don't know. Is there a manager in?
Now down to Miami, 2877 Biscayne Boulevard, and inside this Papa John's.
Another one.
This place ordered.
It just happens to be Miami, and guess what? Another one.
Shut last week. Apparently the toppings weren't just for the pizza. Flying insects were landing right on cut tomatoes, peppers, mushrooms, and onions. Cooked chicken wings being held at an unsafe temperature.
We talked about the fly issue.
No comment.
Flies landing on food?
No comment. At 2121 West Oakland Park Boulevard in Oakland Park, you'll find Oak Cafe and Farmers Market. And last week, this kitchen also ordered shut.
Temporary closure one day.
Doesn't matter how long you were closed for, the inspector found rodent droppings by a back door, by a microwave counter, under the cook line cooler, next to a hot holding area.
When there's a mistake they make.
That's false?
They come back the next day, it wasn't rodent, it was some like rice grain, some dried up rice grain.
Really?
Yeah.
Trained inspectors know the difference between rice and rodent droppings. Roaches were spotted next to the water heater at the front counter under a microwave table.
It wasn't rodent.
Rice versus rodents.
So that means I'm sorry you've given yourself away to me because I'm a smart person. I'm staying away from all the Jamaican restaurants them in Miami now. Man, I eat no Jamaican food, no Haitian food on Miami them. Because them not know the difference between the bean and the roach. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content that you're getting right now. And you must be a fool. A fool. Yeah, you ever hear of fool's gold? You must be a fool to believe that this here is real money. Yeah, I got some. Everybody got some. Rappers, when they do their video, I'm telling y'all, come on, get close to the camera. Get close to the camera. What does that say right there? For motion picture use only. Y'all see that right there? For motion picture use only. So, you know, be in the video like, yo, make it rain, make it rain with the terror, make it rain with the terror. Y'all ain't never see Bugatti do this in the video. Y'all seen the fake money because I use it for something else, but y'all ain't never see me do none of that, so y'all know better. Bugatti keep it funky. Y'all know what I mean by this, right? Y'all know this is fake. It says for motion picture use only. Well, guess what? Some people was getting this money off. Yeah. I'm going to show you this story right now. These people in the whole town, hey, they said, you know what? If I can get it off, I'm getting it off. And they got it off.
Fake bills are costing businesses real money in Gloucester Township. That's the word from police who say someone has been using counterfeit cash. And these aren't just any fakes. Action News reporter Cheyenne Corin is live in Gloucester Township with more on what police say thieves are passing off as real bills. Cheyenne.
Sarah, well, police, they are calling this movie money. People sometimes purchase these bills as props for things like music videos, but police in Gloucester Township say that some people are trying to use it as real money.
All types of bills. We've seen them from 1s through 100.
If you glance at this photo of two $20 bills, you may not see a difference, but when you examine it closely, you'll notice one is fake.
Uses a very similar font and very similar pictures to where it looks almost identical.
Gloucester Township police are calling this Hollywood or motion picture money and says it's being passed off as legitimate currency.
We've had several instances in town over the past few months where we've come across it. A few on motor vehicle stops and a few have reported it through businesses and citizens reporting that they found it.
You can see here how the front of the bill reads motion picture use instead of Federal Reserve note. Then on the back, for motion picture use only, instead of the United States of America. It also reads, in copy we trust, not in God we trust.
Stacks on deck, Patron on ice. Let me put that big boy in your life. You want it, I got it. Come and get it, I buy it. It ain't nothing if you got it. Come on, y'all. We got to keep it moving. Double tap that screen if y'all appreciate the content that y'all getting right now. We got to keep it moving. It's not over. It ain't over. Don't you ain't like the beat? Party ain't over. Party's not over. We got to get on over to Philly. With this mother, she might as well be Rocky Balboa's daughter. I'm serious when I talk about this one mother right here. When I tell you this lady, she is the epitome of super mom. This is that mother that will pick up the car in the adrenaline to get my baby from under there. Watch this. We got this Philadelphia mother who was not playing. She's one of the strongest mothers I ever seen in my life. And I gotta say, I think she's gonna be a great inspiration to her daughters. Check this out. As this mom fights against a man who tried to her daughter. Her daughter. Come on, y'all, let's get into it. We going over to Philly real quick.
Well, these videos show the dramatic ending of a terrifying ordeal in Ogons yesterday. The man being taken into custody here was accused of abducting a young girl, then firing shots as her mom tried to rescue her. Action News' Maggie Kent spoke with the girl's mother today. She's live at police headquarters with the details. Maggie.
Yeah, we spoke with that determined 28-year-old mother who would quite literally take a bullet for her child and nearly did yesterday.
That's not how our story was going to end that way.
28-year-old Naja Bullock lived some of her scariest moments yesterday. It ended with a dramatic arrest, her neighbor fighting as he was taken into custody after an armed barricade situation. It started when Bullock says that man grabbed her 8-year-old daughter, Phage, from the shared backyard along the 5900 block of North 20th Street.
When she got closer to the door, he snatched her in, pulled her in, shut the door and locked it. All the other kids ran up and told me.
Bullock says her daughter fought back and managed to get out. As the mother approached the home armed with mace, she confronted the man, who then started to shoot.
About a minute into me spraying that mace, that's when the gunshots went off.
When police arrived, the man locked himself inside the home with his young son.
They're knocking on the door. He never answered the door. So that's what was going on when I was here.
But they also know that he's armed because he shot
Shot,
him.
yes.
Thankfully, no one was hit. The suspect was taken in. For Bullock, she'd do it all again for her daughter's sake.
No matter what or whatever I have to do, I will do it before I let anything happen to her or her sisters.
And that means facing bullets coming your way.
Yes, it does. Facing bullets, whatever comes my way. About the 3 that I birthed, I'm willing to take it all.
And Phage went back to school today. She's a little shaken, but in good spirits, and most importantly, unharmed. At police headquarters, Maggie Kent, Channel 6, Action News. Sarah, Brian.
Mom was not playing right there, boy. Mama went over there with the mace, like, yeah, you gonna tell me something what's going on with my daughter. Boop, boop, she did the matrix on him. Like, no, get up out of here. I ain't going for that. Told you, there's some strong women over in Philadelphia. Ain't gonna just take it like that. It ain't gonna go down like that. Philadelphia, they got some fighters over there. I'm telling you, it's not a game. What y'all got for me in these comments? Shaken that were not stirred. Beautiful mother. There you go. Yes, Mig. Y'all believe this? That was crazy, wasn't it? I told y'all we find some crazy stories around here. And that's why I always ask you guys. I never try to hit your pockets because I understand that it's hard out here for a pimp. So I don't ask for no money. I really love it when you get those likes up. It really makes more people come over here and see what we got going on. And if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, go ahead and do so. We appreciate that, you guys. Let's get on over to Canada. It's time, y'all. Let's go to Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Let's go to Canada, y'all. We got this dog owner that's turning heads during his daily walks for his abnormal outfit. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's keep on moving. Yes, Canada got to get some love too. Let's go.
A man in Canada has been attracting a lot of attention wherever he walks his dog. That's because he dressed as his dog.
Yeah, and as John Venivalle explains, he says he does it as a way to inspire goodwill in his community.
Do you want to go for a walk? That's the question Rich Lutchford loves to ask his best friend Maya, a tiny dachshund whose daily walks involve more than the usual gear.
Go in it, let's go.
Because Lutchford, hoping to fetch some smiles, aiming to turn heads with an inflatable suit that has nothing to do with Halloween.
Just thought it would be funny.
Lutchford, who works as a roofer, simply started regularly walking Maya in public dressed like this. A wiener dog walking a wiener dog.
People kind of look at me like, what is this? Other people are smiling, and I point at them and say, that's what it's all about. That smile. Have a great day. Yes! Have a great day!
Lutchford hoping to add some levity to a world that could use it right now.
If that dog could talk,
Yeah! And this,
Chris
the kind
said
of
white
response
people.
he gets everywhere he goes.
I've had
Miggy,
literally
oh,
people
Miggy,
scream,
sorry,
stop, say, oh my gosh, and then drive off.
And of course, everyone wants a picture.
What do you love about it?
Everything. Now he's walking in
dog.
public like that. I love it.
I think it's great.
I can't do that. They're going to get me in trouble for that little bit of music right there. But that is fantastic right there. Go ahead and double tap that screen for the Dachshund. And yeah, we feel sorry for you that don't have your Dachshund as well, if that's what you call it. Dash hound, Darsh hound, whatever you want to call it. Let's get over to a sanctuary. It's Saturday, y'all. We're going to keep on going. We got an extended show today. We're going with the damn you. You killed my master. Yes, we're going to keep on going. We're going to keep on going. We're going to keep pushing it. We're going over to a sanctuary. We're going to watch some elephants smash some giant pumpkins. Ooh, I'm glad that's not my head being smashed. Watch this right here. This is some big old elephants right here. They're smashing pumpkins. That's what they call it, smashing pumpkins. Watch this, y'all. How many people in the comments love elephants? Let me get a thumbs up if you love elephants. Of course, there's no audio but crushing. Okay, we got a bunch of thumbs up. Look, those dogs suffer deep snow. Interrupted. Rose is actually working on a workbook. Everybody got thumbs up. Yes, demo, but they made standard in 1957. Chris, look at that. All the love, love, love. Look at all that love. Look at that. I have them all over my house. See, look at that. Allegedly loves elephants. Look, I like the way that they eat. Their faces look so it's like cute, like they're always smiling. Yes, I'm an animal lover. I can't help it. I can't help it. How could you not love elephants, animals? They smart. Look at them. You know what they're doing. And they eat the rind and everything. Everything. You don't got to worry about no leftovers with them. And I'm sure that they enjoying doing this, breaking everything up. Look at his mouth. Don't that look cute? Don't that look cute with all that in his mouth like that? He's like, perfect Disney movie, like, you know? That's like a perfect Disney movie moment to me right there, you guys. Yes, we still got more because you know we love the animals. We got animals galore today. We got this other situation here. Nah, I'm not going to do this one. We're going to do this one right here. We're going to get you guys this one right here. We got this crazy goat that keeps on annoying this dog. And this is hilarious. The goat wants to play. The dog is like, man, if you don't get away from me. It feels like I want to do that commentary in the background. If I was one of those comedians, I would kind of do it like this. Hey, man. Hey, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, play with me, man. Come on. All you got to do is bend your head down. Man, if you don't get away from me doing that foolishness again, get out of here. I told you to leave me alone. Come on, man. Let's have some fun. All you got to do is ram with me like this. I told you to get away from me. How many times I got to tell you, Jeffrey? Get away from me with them horns. I told you now, get away. Jeffrey, I'm watching you now, Jeffrey. He trying to chill. Jeffrey like, all right, I'll go hit the house a little bit more. Man, I don't like hitting the house. Let's play with me. Come on, let's play. Let's play. Come on, man. Jeffrey, I done told you to get away from me, Jeffrey. Do it one more time, Jeff. He just wants to play. Jeffrey just wants to play. I'm sure a comedian would have did that much better than me, but hey, I try. And to try is to try to do it better. I might get better the next time. But guess what? You guys might be able to make some money, 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 money. If you hit that link in the description, there are surveys up in there today, up to $650. I made sure it was a nice amount of money for you guys to get. 2 surveys. It says one survey here, and then it says, and another one. So check the other survey out. You guys may be able to make up to $650. I always try to look out for my people. Yes. How else do I try to look out? If you're already a member and you already subscribe to the channel, we want you to send over your promos to us. Send over all your promotions to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. We will put it up and let everybody in this chat see it, as well as all of our subscribers. So yes, you'll get to be seen by over 50,000 subscribers. Send your promo over to us in a 1080 by 1080 size frame, just to make sure that it fits. It's not us. It's YouTube. That's the size that they automatically demand. Send it to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. And we'll put it up for you. And all of our subscribers will be able to see your promo. That's right, you guys. Also, yes, October the 4th, we got the Show Your Talent search that's coming up. That's the talent search where I'm going to be one of the judges as well as the host. It's sponsored by Big Drip Hard Punch. What is the Show Your Talent search? That's the talent search in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. You guys pull up, you show us your talent in one of those locations, and boom, you can make $250. After we finish all locations, what do? We go to one last location in Manhattan where you could possibly win $1,000. And remember how I tell you guys, talent, it's not always just singing. Talent's not always just dancing. Talent is what you do that you're good at, that everybody else can't do the way that you guys do it. That's why I want you guys to come on out. And even if you can't, We're going to be live streaming it right here on YouTube, and it's going to be a live event. DJ Don Dada, your boy Bugatti NYC, Throg's Neck Superstore. You guys know where that's right. 215 Throg's Neck in the Bronx. I'll have the right information as well as the address and everything like that as well when you hit me in the comments. Also, give a big shout out right now again to Mad Hatter for the big ass pumpkin that they were smashing, right? Y'all saw that big ass pumpkin, right? It's Purple Sunday, y'all. Drink water, pray up. Don't never give up. Problems present opportunities. Don't give up on yourself because he won't. As long as you get another day to keep on pushing, don't listen to nobody. Keep on pushing and keep on doing what you got to do because problems present opportunities. Don't just look at the negative, look at the solution and bang to get that problem right. As long as he give you another day to get it right, keep on banging that nail trying to get it right. And you know what we're going to do right now? We're going to shout out everybody in the comments. Thank you guys, Casey. I want to pray for Rebecca Lanyen Bueno, who's going into treatment. She's going to be doing a medical procedure. Also, VIP auction group, people like Liberty and Justice, my brothers, Dot Focus, also Cat Dad, everybody who's always here with us. I can't remember everybody off the top of my head, but you guys know what I mean. And with that being said, y'all could have went anyway. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, my favorite day of the week, Monday, because you got to get up and you got to answer the phone. I'll see you guys later. Y'all could have went anyway. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, get 'em. Peace.